unboxing this tonight. Just had a long day over at the RVA Katana, which is our local small literary con. And we did sell some swords there, but basically tonight I am coming back to just go ahead and do some unboxing and then pack everything up and head back home. I wanted to show you, we have actually a lot of things to unbox, but we're going to wait till tomorrow to do it because it's going to be way too busy. But anyway, here we go. This is actually pretty cool. Just this came in from Japan today. This is actually something I've been really looking forward to getting. And I'm not sure whether this will be for sale or if it's going to be in my personal stash, but we will see. Anyway, anything is always for sale. Okay, anyway, we'll wait for a few more people to come on, and then we will finish unboxing this guy. But once again, just got this baby from Japan. And like everything from Japan, they know how to wrap things up. And yeah, we've gotten a lot of Nihonto in the last couple of weeks, or just last couple of days. I think we have a lot more that we'll be adding to the stash and a lot of things that we'll be having for sale. Anyone who's commenting right now, I can't see, my eyes aren't that good. But we'll wait for a few more people to come on, and I will go ahead and unbox. I'm going to come a little closer, see if I can read them now. Let's see. Hello, Benny Honda. Hello, Ray Hu. Hello, Kratos. Hello, Mike Making Stuff, and Tengu. Tengu, long time since you've been here. For those of you who don't know, Tengu 190 is one of our sword buds who lives fairly locally and comes down here on occasion, cuts with us, and does other cool stuff. Let's see. I finished Shogun. It was amazing, said Sammy. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Okay, we have a lot of people on, so let's go ahead and unbox this baby. This is going to be pretty cool. So if you watched Shogun and liked it, you might like this here. You might like what we're putting here. Once again, this is an antique Japanese sword. Let's see. And here is Tokubetsu Hozon Kanteisho. So for those of you who don't know. And this is Tegai Karitoshi. Tegai is from the Yamato School. Yamato School is from around Nara. And they're kind of one of the 5 main schools. No, that's not your Warfire Ice Bear. This is one of the 5 main schools. Hello, Johnny Plums. Let's see. So the 5 main traditions in Japanese sword making, and they were closer to, what do you call it? Nara. Okay, so let's see. I am going to try to, let's see, that is the blade. And this, I believe, is, ooh, this is heavy. I thought this was this feels like it has to be the blade. So we will start with this first, because even though the blade is actually really cool, it has something really special about the nakago, the tang. But really, the highlight of this, I think, is going to be, at least for me, is the koshirai, the fittings. So here we go. Oh, by the way, this one is the Nanbokucho period, so this is about a 650-year-old sword. Let's see, let me go look at this to make sure. Yeah, Tegai Kanitoshi is a 100-year-old sword. This one is not a signed katana, not a signed sword. It's actually not. It's actually, yeah, it is listed as a katana, actually. Let's see. Hey, Steve. All right, so. Mazu. Huh? Nandero. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. So this is what it says. It says unsigned Mume, 65.7 millimeters. It says it's a tachi, but the NBTHK has listed it as a katana, meaning which it was probably a tachi to begin with, but then later it was cut down to become a tachi. So here we are. Check out the curvature. I don't know if you guys can see the curvature on this, but this is a pretty deep curve. I'm going to put it on my midline. You can see how far it curves off to the side. Is this part of a personal collection or is this for sale? This is probably for sale, Ice Bear. And yes, you can buy one. User, go to our website, rvakatana.com. Okay, good evening from Washington State. Hello. So there we go. Check out this blade. This is very similar to the 800-year-old Senjuing blade I have. Look how tiny this kisaki is. The kisaki is about the size of one of my digits. So it's one of those real, oops, sorry, I'll show this for what do you call it, for YouTube. So just, once again, a very tiny little sword. Big fan of these things. Well, tachi are katana, right? That actually is a very subjective term. It's very hard to say. Okay, so that is the blade itself. Once again, it has been certified as Tokubetsu Hozon, which is to say it is especially worthy of preservation. It is the second level of certification in Japanese sword from NBTHK. All right, let's go take a look at this one here. This is actually the koshirai for it. I like old swords. For those of you who don't know, I really like old swords. And I'm going to look at that sword again Tegai is once again one of the old school, what you call it, old school schools, traditions rather. Part of the old schools within the Yamato tradition. Ugh, I just hate how moldy Japanese koshidai are. It really is something. I really like how they tie knots though. It's pretty cool. Anyway, all right, let's unbundle the sea and see what's here. Just not uchi katana. Hello from Lincoln, Alabama. Hello. So uchi katana is a term that came out during the Kamakura period, so about 1300s. Tachi were the weapon before that. Tachi were oftentimes Tachi were the weapon of the cavalry, mounted cavalry soldiers, tachunk, which the samurai were at the time. Okay, so now I know why that was so heavy. It was because the tsuba was in there and all the tsuba parts. So here we are. Check this out. This is tachi fittings. Has the ashi. And here are the seppa. And the cool thing about, I want to go ahead and show this. Let me go put this down somewhere where it won't get damaged. So this is one of the cool things you see with old swords, old tachi, is here is the tsuba, and then here are the seppa. The seppa are actually these really large pieces. And so they go and they fit quite nicely over on here. They should fit quite nicely over on here. Let me see, I might have it backwards. There we go. So there you can see, this is a very heavy tsuba. So this tsuba with the two seppa goes onto this sword. Let's see if I can pop this out without actually having a mikugi tool. I can, what do you know? And so, make sure everything lines up. And it's not going in. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. It's kind of dark. There we go. Okay, so now we have your mounted tachi fittings. Daijoubu ne te. Bare beefy tsuba and sageo will change the balance. This is definitely the case. John, are the fittings certified? I don't think I hear if they were or not. No, the fittings are not certified. I would guess from the condition that they are Edo period. That is the other parts. Hard to say with the metal parts. I'll just double look with that. Can you show us your favorite sword? My favorite sword is not here. The name of the maker is not on the handle. I'll show you the certification again. This is the certification for this sword. It is from the MBTHK. And this here, mume, means that it does not have a signature. It might have had a signature at one time, but it was later cut. This sword was later cut down. So this sword was originally longer, but then they cut it. I think they, oh no, wait, this isn't cut down. This is actually called a pheasant's leg. Let me see if I can pop the, let's see if we can get this guy out, because this is actually pretty cool. I don't have a, let's see. Oh, okay, I got it. So this is the Mikugi peg. And let's see how well this one comes out. Oh, okay, so here we go. So check this out. And do you see how there's a curvature right in here? There's like a little bend. And this is called a pheasant's leg. And so you can see it has that little indentation right there. So a pheasant leg nakago. And so this was one of the things that was popular. And now that I look at it, this is an uncut. This is not a cut down blade at all. So this is not suriage, it is ubu. So one of the things though is that Tegai swords, yes, we do sell these at RVAKatana.com. Tegai swords, Yamato swords are very rarely signed. So Yamato once again is from the tradition that's around around Nara, and they did not tend to sign their swords. So finding them signed is pretty uncommon. And I will get to all the comments pretty soon. I was asking if he'd not to show. I was asking if he had not to show. I'm not sure what you were saying. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping up with comments. So anyway, once again, a Tegai, a Tegai Kanetoshi. So we do actually know the exact smith who made this, at least according to the MBTHK. And it's really pretty. I'm gonna see if you can see the details in this guy. So there you can see just how shiny Tamahagane is. It has a sparkling center. It's really nice. This has a very thin Sugaha hamon. Can you show us the green-handled sword at the top of the shelf? Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Hey, sword, I never been taken out of the hemisphere in the universe. Okay, whatever. Once again, check out the small little kisaki, which is fairly common for this time. This might be, yeah, I'm trying to decide what type of sword this is. But once again, if I'm holding it at a distance and you can see that really, that curvature there, that is such a really, really elegant curve. I am a fan. But anyway, this one, I'm basically trying to boost my own tachi and handachi collection, so I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this or not, at least for the time being. But this is the sword, and these are the fittings that it goes into. For those of you who don't know, antique Japanese swords, when you polish them, you don't put them back into their old fittings. What's that one going for, John? Steve, probably about 7.5. If I sell it, I'm still trying to decide. 7.5. I have a sword with a signature. How can I get it translated? So RV sales guy, send me pics to rvakatana@gmail.com. Me after watching 2 episodes of Shogun. AI bots? That I don't know. Is it really live? I'm not sure what you mean. There we go. It would be hard to let that go. It's so cool. Website is rvakatana.com. rvakatana.com. And here's the thing is that it's pretty cool, but I have a few others that are like it. The only difference is that this one is a tachi with the hangers versus the other one I have has cooler fittings and it's a handachi. So, and it's older. So this one's probably something I'm gonna study for a while just because Tegai swords, I'm pretty interested in Yamato style swords and Tegai swords. I'll probably study it for a brief time and then put it up for sale. It'll probably be about 7.5 to 8. Once again, this is about a 600-year-old sword from the 650-year-old sword from the Nambokucho Jidai. Do you have any Hattori Hanzo swords? No. Hattori Hanzo, of course, as I have said millions of times, was not a what do you call it? He was not a swordsmith. All right. So once again, from there. All right. So anything? Someone said they wanted to see the green-handled one at the top. So that would probably be this one here. This is actually a really cool sword. This is a modern sword made by Dragon Spring - Heaven and Earth. And one of the cool things they do, I can't remember. Oh, this isn't the one. Oh, is this the one? This one has a beautiful choji hamon. I don't know if you can see this. So while that last one was a few $1,000s, this is a $375 sword. So what, 1/20th of the price because it is newly made. Let's see, which one is the sharpest? No idea. We have 500 total swords here, so it's very hard to say which one it is. It's a trip to me that you can just buy and sell museum pieces. The thing is that they're not like a museum piece is going to be tens of thousands of dollars. And I probably have 3 that would be considered museum pieces, but that one over there, there are just so many of them. They're not necessarily considered special. What are katana with no handguard called? They're called aikuchi. Zatoichi cane sword, I'll show you that. So this is the green one. I think this is what the person was asking about. Zatoichi cane sword, where do we move it to? Because for this exhibition, we had to move things around, and I am not 100% sure where the Zatoichi cane sword is right now because we moved it. So it's not on the tachi rack. It is not on the cloud hammer rack. So where is the Zatoichi? So we do have a Zatoichi cane sword. I just don't know where we moved it to. So sorry about that. I don't know where the Zatoichi cane sword is. If I see it, oh, there it is. Haha. Okay. The Zatoichi cane sword right here. We had to move a lot of things around because we took one of our racks to the convention. So Zatoichi cane sword right here. This one is not differentially hardened, but it has a really nicely executed laser engraved hamon. Do you have any with body counts? No. Shop is amazing. What is the oldest sword I have? The oldest sword in here right now is 650 years old. I was just unboxing it. Seriously, people, I was just showing the oldest sword that we have in shop. 500 swords, damn bro, how much did it cost you in total? Well, this is a business, we have this is a sword store, so we have a lot. Basically, anytime we sell swords, we usually buy more swords. So we have a lot of swords in shop. Basically, this is not, anytime I sell a sword, I usually buy 2 more. Do you have any Muramasa? No, we do not. Is Law Sword back in stock? We actually have one in stock. But it's currently over at the shop. I will, if you're interested in that Law Sword, I will raise the inventory today if you want it. Oh, Korean sword. Yes, someone asked about Korean sword. Where is it? Once again, we move things around today, so I'm not 100% sure where everything is. But I'm looking for the Korean sword, and I am not seeing it. Oop, that's my face up close. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing the Korean sword anywhere. It's somewhere around here, though. Let's see. John, what's that red one? Which red one? Can you show us the sword on the back wall? It's the thicker sword. The back wall, the thicker sword. I don't know if you mean this one here. That's Excalibur and Crusader sword. I'm not sure if that's the one you're asking about. Smallest tanto we have is a small little Aikuchi. Hattori Hanzo? No, we do not. Let's see. Any Euro daggers? We do have the Irish style dagger right here. Irish dagger. Let's see. The note one by the entrance. Wide sword by the entrance on the wall. One of these guys? Once again, visit our website, rvakatana.com. The one in the top middle of the shop. The one in the top middle. I don't quite understand the description. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on the Dragon King Warhorse? I just got the Spring Sakura. I like the Warhorse. It's a very pretty sword. I've never cut with it, so I don't know which one. What is the significance of the one above the pictures? I don't know what you're referring to. Let's see. Demon Slayer Katana. Yes, we have tons of Demon Slayer. Come over here. So there's the Demon Slayer Katana right there. Inosuke, Giyu, Sanemi, Tanjiro, Rengoku Tsuba, Mitsuri, Tanjiro, Rengoku, Kanao, Zenitsu, Muichiro, Kokushibu, Shinobu, and Yuichiro. So we do have a lot of Demon Slayer swords. Do most of your swords come from Asia? Yes. I thought the killing stuff was uncool, like Gunto. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of things that have killed somebody. Will you show us the tachi at the top behind me? Sorry, I'm always on the move, so I don't know which one you're referring to. What's that top curved one? Oh, are you guys referring to this here? This is the Afro Samurai sword. So Afro Samurai. So we have a few of these in stock. This is a basic carbon steel sword, $200. Check out the curvature on that guy. It's massive. So we do have that one. Let's see. Can you see my comments? Not sure. Brown sword behind me. I'm guessing you guys are referring to this one. Dark brown handle. I'm guessing this is the one you're referring to. Would you want to be alive during Shogun time, but not from a wealthy family? No, I wouldn't want to be alive during Shogun times. I like this time now. Thickest sword? I have to think about that. Let's see. Correct pronunciation of katana. I think it depends on where you are in Japan. Some people say katana. Some people say katana. So some people, the emphasis is on different syllable depending on where you are in Japan. Favorite sword always changes. What makes you keep an antique Nihonto rather than selling it at the shop? If it's a little bit different, if it's something that I really like. How much money costs sword like that? The one I was just showing is $200. Can you show us some of your short blades? One piece, yeah, one piece swords are over here. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and you will see it. They're $150. Short swords, short tanto over here. We have a whole wall of them, bunches of them. Have you been to Japan? Yeah, I lived in Japan for a while. I used to have a stage name, but I'd a real ninja. Okay. Love Afro Samurai. Awesome. Would you want to be alive during Shogun times? No. I have several Japanese imperial swords. I keep them at home. Cool. Thickest sword? I'm not even sure which one's the thickest. Are those high quality, legit katana? They are different qualities, but generally speaking, they are good to very nice. How much for Japanese made katana for cutting entry level? You do not want to make honestly, don't use a Japanese made katana for cutting. Because the Japanese made ones are made of tamahagane, and tamahagane is very expensive and it's not as strong as modern day steel. You're much better off using a spring steel sword or a T10 clay temper blade. The Demon Slayer claws are all 150. A lot of Amazon boxes behind me. Yes, we had a partner who was selling wooden Demon Slayer swords on Amazon, and they got their account shut down, and they couldn't get it sent back to China, so they sent it to us. So we have a crap ton of wooden swords. We're going to be so happy. That's why if you buy a regular sword, you can get one of 6 Demon Slayer swords for like $15, or maybe it's $17 or something like that. Near the entrance, good curve sword. Not sure which one. Demon Slayers are 150. Chinese swords, I'll show you. Can you show the sword on the bottom shelf with the unusual handle? There's so many shelves. You have to be a little more clear than that. I'm sorry. Legendary swords I know of, I don't know. Price of short swords depends. All black tanto, $80. $80 for this one. We call it the assassin tanto or hamidashi because that's the kind of tsuba. It's called a hamidashi style tsuba. Which sword costs the most money that we have here? We have, I just actually unboxed it. It's probably going to be like in the $8,000 range. Do you have a katana that is not made of tamahagane? Yeah, most of our katana are not made of tamahagane. Shipped to Europe, it depends on where in Europe. Are your swords for show or for cutting? For cutting. Can you show us the purple one in the middle shelf? I assume you mean this one. This is $175. You can find this on our website. This one is clay tempered, so you can see the Hamon line. Let's see. Favorite tanto? It always changes. So one of those, I don't know which one's my favorite. I like them all. No Polish sabers. Let's see. Full tang, yes. The blade of the all black. 1095 steel. Do you have ninjato? Yes, we do. Let's see. Chinese swords. Let's see. Looking for something with 99 strength and attack. I'm not sure what that means. It's probably some RPG thing. Let's see. Custom stuff depends on how custom you want. All right. Chinese style swords. They're all on the back rack here. So lots of Chinese swords, basically Jian and Dao. We have several that are over at the shop or at the convention right now. So we don't have our full complement of Chinese swords. Excuse me, my nose is really running. Let's see. Largest katana that you can send to Mexico. I'm unsure what we can send to Mexico. I love a good jian. Where can I buy? Go to our website, rvakatana.com, or for our really high-end usable stuff, cloudhammerforge.com. Let's see. If you were to buy one sword out of the collection, what would you collect regardless of price? Do you have any staves? We do not have any staves. Yes, Kratos just posted our Discord link. So join us on Discord. Discord, we have I can't say we're cool, but we have a lot of people who like to talk swords. I need something that is short and I can quickly draw. A wakizashi might be your thing. Do you have any defenders? Not sure what that is. What are the swords in the middle that have the round handle? Oh, these are just these are kind of like fantasy Chinese swords. I've never seen an actual Chinese sword like this before, not a real one. But these are 8-sided blades. They're actually really nice blades, 8-sided blades. These are like $200 on our website. $225, I'm sorry. 8-sided blades. Oh, my nose is running. I'm glad I found you. I was looking for a gift for a friend. Looking forward to ordering. Yeah, visit our website, rvakatana.com. Odachi, we're actually running short on Odachi, but there are some of our longer swords, Chinese long swords, Japanese longer swords. I want a real samurai sword. We do have some. I actually just started this thing by unboxing a real samurai sword. Can you show me the cloud hammer with the full leather wrap and explain the steel quality and price? Oh, you're the one who probably asked about it earlier. It is, that we call it the zombie killer because it looks a little bit like Michonne's sword. And it is $375. It's made of 51 CRV4, which is a German spring steel. So the nice thing about German spring steel is, or any spring steel for that matter, is that it will bend but not break. So I'm gonna hold this up so you can see it. Cloud hammer leather is really nice. Let me see if I can show this. So you can see it has a little flex, but then it comes back to true. So. That is a zombie killer from Cloudhammer. Where are they made? Can I see the long wooden one up close? Which long wooden one? Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, there's so many questions. Let's see. Do you have a sword that has the most beautiful saya? That's not, beauty is relative. Zoro swords I do have. Shinai? We do not have Shinai. Zoro swords right there. So, Waru Chimonji, Shusui, Ame no Habakiri, the Black Emma, the Emma, Shusui, Asana Kitetsu, Nidai Kitetsu, Yubashiri. Let's see. And now I need one more. Awesome. Thank you, Sai Phonics. You've already gotten a lot of swords from us. We do have Damascus swords, yes. We do have wooden practice swords. Can you show the blade of the Odachi? Yeah, I can show an Odachi blade. Gonna come over here. This one is 9260 spring steel. Spring steel is really good for an Odachi if you're not used to cutting with it. because an Odachi, which is clay tempered, is more likely to bend. But these are really nice. Spring steels are very, very nice. We will be getting some Odachi, some even longer Odachi. Oh, if you like Devil May Cry, we do have this Odachi as well. You can see this right over here. Check out the hamon on this one. And this one is made of manganese steel, has a pretty cool saya as well. Let's see. Can you show us the one from front of the window on the top shelf? Now, let's see. I can't reach it right now. If modern steel was available during Shogun's time, would it change history? Yeah, definitely. Best sword, durability, sharpness, and longevity. You know, the more sharp a sword is, the better edge retention it has. Usually, the less durable it is. So, really hard. I mean, what do you want, durability or edge retention? Can you see the blade of the shisui? Yeah, I can do that. Go to our website, RVAKatana.com, and you can see pictures of it. Shogun time, yeah, that's very true. They definitely had bullets and guns. Let's see. When do you think you can take a look at the pictures I sent you and tell me about the signature? Dude, I'm here live, okay? Give me some time. What's the best sword? I already mentioned this. Durability, sharpness, and longevity are all opposite. We don't have ninja blade. Strongest blade, should we say shortest or strongest? Shortest blade, we have some tanto that are this short. Manganese blades and spring steel. Manganese are a type of spring steel. Well, some manganese blades. Can you show a Damascus blade? Yeah, I can do that. Here's one of our best sellers. It's the Oni Damascus. And I don't know how well the folds of the steel are coming out. Any thoughts of carrying Filipino-style blades? If we could get a hold of them, yeah. Samurai X, we do have we have Rodi Kenshin's reverse blade, and we have the Hitokiri Batosai. So the reverse blade right here. Stuck. This one is the T10 clay tempered version. So it's sharp on the inside line. And then the Hitokiri Batosai. Look at the curvature on this handle. It's a massive curvature. This is so much fun to cut with. We've had so much fun cutting with this sword. And it does have a clay temper line. Let's see. Sword related to spiders. Not sure. I can't find the short white red short blade in your website. Send me a message at rvakatana.com and tell me what you were looking for, and I can try to find it for you. Let's see. Moonveil, I think we have some. I think it's over in those big boxes we're going to unbox tomorrow. Durability, S5 shock steel. That's our best. S5 shock steel is our most durable. How much for a 3-pack of Zoros? They're 150 each. Yes, I am getting stressed. Sekiro. Yes, we have Sekiro swords right here. Kusabimaru. Mortal Blade. Yeah, we have a lot of Sekiro swords. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and you will see them. Do a kickflip. I don't have a skateboard here. The most durable is S5 shock steel. We currently only have one in stock, one kind. Actually, we have two. We have the Black Lotus, S5 shock steel. We gave this one to Shad Diversity. So if you are on YouTube, go find Shad Diversity and look up Unbreakable. And he tried to break this sword. He was hacking against rock, and he was chipping the rock but not damaging the blade. So that's S5 shock steel. And here's the other S5 shock steel. It is the crane, the blue crane. It's one of my favorites. And we will be getting this one as a matching wakizashi as well. I actually want that hammered spine Damascus one. Can't recall the name. We actually don't have the hammered spine Damascus. We sold out. We will be getting some more in the next, probably 4 weeks or so. You can slice sandwiches, but you will end up getting oil on your sandwich and rendering it inedible. Yoroichi sword right over here. Moonveil, I think, is in those boxes over there. I think we have a few Moonveils that just came in. But we're going to unbox tomorrow, probably around 4 p.m. Eastern. No swords related to samurai or to spiders. Blue-Eyed Samurai, we have one left for sale. We are getting more in the future, but Blue-Eyed Samurai sword right here. You can go to our website, rvakatana.com. I think we are the only people selling a Blue-Eyed Samurai sword right now. We're actually going to be getting a real meteor sword too. Do you guys only sell swords? Yes. How sharp are your katana? That varies from person to person. My brother from another mother, how's your weekend going? Very busy. Hey, Kai de Silva. I'm new to swords, but looking for something that's quality, but still able to use for some. So for a basic sword, you know, I was saying S5 shock seals are most durable, but they're also going to cost you at least $700. But 9260 spring steel sword we sell for $200. Let's see. Zoro sword. Zoro sword's right here. You can stop asking. What application are these used for? More just for fun. Favorite one changes all the time. I showed the Yoruichi. People just ask once, I'll get to it. How do I know if my katana is an Odachi? If it's very, very long. Favorite one changes. Zombie Killer is on our site. Zombie Killer is on RVA Katana, or sorry, is on cloudhammerforge.com, I spare. Cloudhammerforge.com. And then the Warfire is a very fun sword. I would probably take the Zombie Killer overall just as a more durable sword. Well, it depends on what you want too. What category S5 shock seal under the site? Caleb Roberts is on our other website, cloudhammerforge.com. Cloudhammerforge.com. How much? Depends on what. Ever made one by hand? No. Kusabi Maru, I just showed. The zombie sword is on cloudhammerforge.com. Oh, Jesus Christ, people ask once and be patient. Let's see. If any of the let's see. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Jill, I didn't even know you were on there. Blue Exorcist, I think they're over here in these boxes, but we will find out tomorrow when we unbox. Do swords appreciate over time? Only antiques. Hardest material? Probably ASAB 88. Will we pick in a zombie apocalypse? It really doesn't matter because the sword will outlast you. You'll probably, if you're cutting zombies, you'll cut 5 zombies and you'll be too tired, then they'll eat your brains. Cheapest and most expensive sword. Cheapest we have is 70, most expensive is in the thousands. Blind Fury, we do have some like that. They're called Shikomizue. Zords, Emma swords right there in the background. Dawn sword from GOT? No. Excuse me, my sniffles are really bad. Okay, coming back to here. There is a blue hammer spine Tonto chrysanthemum. Interesting. I think we sold out of all the blue hammer spines. Siphonics. I think we sold out of them. My favorite sword changes all. Just got here a few minutes ago. Okay, Jill, scrolling through. It really is intimidating when there are like 30 back comments and I can't catch up with it. And it turns out it's like the same person asking the question 10 times instead of just being patient. You know, just saying. Gold blade sword, check out this one. This is the sword that made us TikTok famous. This is a Jian. Obviously it's not made of real gold, but it is still pretty cool. Cheapest blade, battle ready. The current cheapest one we have is $100. SAO Sword Art Online, we have Moonveil coming in. I need more Coke. Okay. How much does this run? It's $225. Can you show me the Ghost of Tsushima blades, please? Yeah, I can do that. Let's put that here. Ghost of Tsushima. Here is the basic alloy Kojiri one. This is a carbon steel with a wire brushed hamon. And we have a higher end one here with brass fittings. Brass Kojiri. And this one is T10 clay tempered. I don't know how well you can see the hamon line, but this one has a really pretty hamon. Can I buy a real battle ready good material? Yeah, look at our website. Look for 9260 spring steel or 65 MN. Budget into artisanal handmade blades. What's the budget to get into art? Probably thousands of dollars. Almost all blades in shop are available online, rvakatana.com. Would a meteor blade be actual meteorite or a lookalike? So when we have meteor blades, they are actual meteor, but they're not complete. They're not meteor all the way through. Usually it's like a meteorite jacket, which is laminated to a hard steel core. So the meteorite side just becomes cosmetic. Let's see. We are in Virginia, Itachi, RVA Katana. By the way, thank you, mods, for answering all the questions. Can you demonstrate with a sword to show the durability of the blade? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, there's nothing for me to bash, nor do I have the safety equipment to try to break something. But go to Shad Diversity, look under Unbreakable, and he takes one of our S5 shock steel swords. He's hitting it against stone. They're chipping the stone. They're not breaking the blade. That's blade. That's our toughest. 9260 spring steel is also pretty tough. Tack whack in stock. The tack whack is not back. No, and sadly not. Most expensive blade we have for sale is probably the one I just put out. It's about $8,000 in the $8,000 range. No in website. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Our swords are for sale. Go to rvakatana.com. rvakatana.com. The swords are for sale. rvakatana.com. You only have to ask once. Whew. All right, it is closing on 9:15. I've had a long day. I have to go to work tomorrow, then the con, then come back here and unbox. So once again, come and check us out probably around 4 p.m. Eastern, and we will be unboxing again. S5 customs, we can, but it's about $100. We charge an extra $100 to do customs, and the wait time can vary. It could take like months, sadly. Let's see. How much is the Ghost of Tsushima blades? The carbon steel one is $175. The T10 clay tempered one is $275. Go to our website, rvakatana.com. All right, shutting this baby down, but thank you all so much. Once again, visit our website, rvakatana.com. You can also visit our Discord if the mods can post a Discord. We have a cool group of people. Well, we're not that cool, but we have sword people, and we like to talk about swords and stuff like that. So come visit us. All right. Okay, so see you guys later. Shutting this baby down, I think. How do I shut this down? I'm going to shut down YouTube, and I'm going to shut down TikTok.